your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
It's time for game night. Scenic Cable Network and Productions present high school football. Now let's join our play-by-play announcers at the game.
How you doing tonight, Coach?
Fine, Mitt. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Good to have you back.
Yeah, great to be here, and another night for great football now. Got been a big enterprise tonight now. Exciting.
You know, I was reading the paper today about the rivalry between Northview and Enterprise. It's as long as the Dothan-Northview rivalry.
Oh, yeah. This was a bigger rivalry than when I was coaching than Dothan High. I'd rather beat Enterprise than I had Dothan High anytime.
Okay, we're getting ready for the kickoff. And a big hit that time.
Yeah. Kendall George had the kickoff then, and Enterprise came down. I think he kind of hesitated whether he was going to run it or not. I believe it was Kendall George. Yeah, Kendall George caught the ball. So starting off, Northview starts off with the own 25-yard line, ready to go 1st and 10. Enterprise takes them set on defense, ready to go. Northview in the 2x2, the double wide on each side, one back offense, and see what we can get started here. Yeah. Just a quick out pass. Quick out pass to Brandon Burks and just a little over his head, so make it 2nd and 10.
So Northview came out passing on that first down, Coach.
Oh, yeah, they came out throwing the ball, and I suppose their plan is to throw the ball, and they ran a quick out and just a little bit over his head. Now they're getting same formation, but two in the backfield, and going back to the spread again. And, of course, Chitty's at quarterback, B.J. Chitty, and they fumble the ball. Enterprise has got it. Second play of the ball game, they fumble the ball on the 26-yard line. Enterprise has got it, and not a very good start. Not a very good start. It looks like to me they just didn't get a good handle on it. Couldn't really tell what happened. He must have hit his elbow or something. Looks like they were coming off. Somebody didn't see the play. So not a very good start for Northview Cougars, and the 26-yard line, Enterprise takes over, and let's see where they're headed now. They look like they're coming in they got a pro set, what I'd call, with one back. It's a tight end with a split in a flanker and the quarterback keeper. But a good job there for Northview from first down and a good stop. Make it 2nd and 10, and Enterprise just ran the zone play, and he reads the backside end there. And when he read the backside end and the end closed, he pulled it, but then the end came loose and did a good job with it. Here, 2nd down and 10. Enterprise getting the play, and they're running a quarterback in the backfield. He's not behind center, but now he's getting up under center. It's a pro right set with a one back. And run a counter trap. Counter trap and picked up about 15 yards down to the 5-yard line. All he did was fake the sweep and come back with a trap, and just didn't do a good job of closing. So Northview's off to a kind of a rough start here. Kind of a hard thing to get going. And 1st down and 10 on the 5-yard line. And they in a pro set with get down to about the 2. Just a fullback dive, just a straight fullback dive on the goal line. They're getting a power set and doing like a lot of them call the H-backs. They're taking the tight end and put them in the inside and between the tight end and the tackle and running a straight power set. And Northview did a fair job then of stopping them. Which one?
Good.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. All right, Coach.
All right, Jimbo. Good to see you.
You too.
Glad to have you back up here.
Yeah, down on the sideline. Now we're back up. And
motion then.
Yeah, looks like they definitely
left guard move, so it'll make it 2nd and about 6. He'll pull this one back and bring it back. That helped Northview a good bit right there.
Right. And, you know, obviously 31 Hart is their primary back. And, of course, their quarterback Gray is a good player as well. We know that.
Well, that's going to make it second and about 6, I believe. Well, really about 7. So it's second and goal. Now they're on the 5. I don't know why they put it on the 5. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I can't imagine if it was from the point of the foul, then it should have been a touchdown, right?
Yeah, what I thought. I don't know what they're putting in. It's marked it wrong.
All right, we're going to have Gray back again, and again, he's going to keep it off to the left side. And we got good pursuit, but I think he's going to beat him to the corner, Coach, and he did.
Just faked the zone play, and he kept the ball, and just kept the ball, and went around in and scored.
Well, you know, when you get started off, that's one thing, and we've seen that in the college ranks this year as well, that you got to get started off strong, and of course not the way Northview started, so you just got to regroup and say, all right, guys, let's start over and do what we need to do.
Need to settle down a little bit. They came out here, fumbled the first play of the ball game, second play of the ball game, and Enterprise takes it in, and sometimes that's a good sign. It sounds bad, but sometimes that's a good sign if you're almost blocked that.
And may have been quite possibly number 82 from Enterprise, who is actually Pendergraft, Matt Pendergraft, the junior. That may have been the ugliest extra point of the year.
Yeah. Well, it almost got it, I think. We almost blocked that. I was trying to see who that coming in there to block it. We almost had that. All right, here we go. We're going to have Teague and let's see, who else? Maybe Henderson and back deep. And as Enterprise kicks it off deep, looks like that's going to be going to number 1, Jordan Teague's got a little hole up the middle across number 4, excuse me, I put Robert Henderson across the 35. Yeah. Nice little seam there, Coach. You know. They just ran a mid, what I call just a power play up the middle with on the return, and just the wedge, the old-timey wedge, and he almost broke it. He found a little seam and almost broke the thing. Yeah. Good start now. We need to get these 7 back and moving on down the field. Capitalize off of that. You know, of course, Henderson's got the speed to do it, Coach. And he runs about a 4.58. I always love it when they tell you what they run. They don't ever run a 4.6. They run a 4.59. You know. All right. So we're going to have a full backfield, obviously, with Chitty in the backfield, and Chitty, and obviously Mims, and as well as Derek Thomas. A quick one out to Coachman across the 35. He just got just room for another yard or 2. Maybe you're out to the 40-yard line there, Coach. Just a quick screen out to number 11 Coachman, and picked up about 5 or 6 yards. A good play. That's the first positive play we've had all night. Of course, this is just the 3rd play of the ball game for us, and a good job there. Yeah, especially on offense, and I think we're going to see some different things from the Wildcats as well on defense. You know, they'll sometimes run a 3-man front and then go to a 4. So, then a 4-man front down, a basic 4-3 is what it amounts to, and Chitty's going to take the play with Mims as a good blocker in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his right there. And, again, he is going to find number 19 over there for the Cougars, and that is Kendall George. And we know Kendall George is a good receiver. Oh, yeah, just a quick out. All it was, he rolled out. Instead of setting up, he rolled out a little bit right, buying him a little more time, and threw a really pretty pass there. So that's the 2 good plays in a row here tonight. And there we go, move the chains, Coach. Absolutely, that's the key. Just move the chains. Some people want to make the big play all the time, and Jimbo, the key to this thing is moving the chain. It's not making the big play all the time. Well, and especially for Northview, you know, they need to make sure because of having under a 60-man roster to keep that defense off the field, and that's going to be a play up to Mims. Mims is a hard runner, but he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage on that. Not much blocking up front. They're in a zone play, and they just really take the man either way they go, and they didn't move him a whole lot. And Mims got hit in the backfield. They've got to have a run game. It looked like Enterprise is lining up on our running game. They're getting our pass a little opened up. They're playing a 2 deep. They're playing inside of our inside receiver, so they're playing the run. And here they go with a 3-man and moving the linebacker around a little bit over to the strong side. All right, Chitty's going to take the snap back, fake it to Mims. He's going to move to his left. He's looking. He's got some daylight. He's across the 45. Got a little him in there, and he's going to get almost to the 50-yard, 49-yard line. Nice play, number 17 over there for the Cougars. Good job, just sprinted it out and decided not to throw it and keep the ball, and a really good job picking up some yards there. So it makes it 3rd and about 7, and he needs to have the ball in his hand moving around. Him and Coachman both of them need to touch a lot of touches. And one time I think Michael Cohn sealed off a little bit. He wasn't really in a position to make the block, but at least he stayed in the way, didn't commit an infraction, and now we got 3rd and a short 7. And, Northview's very capable of making these kind of plays all day long if they need to. Yeah, Tripp's on the right this time, and And, of course, he's back in the shotgun, trips on the right, and that's 3 receivers to the right.
All right, Chitty's going to take it. He's looking to his right, and he's got the out pattern over there. And turn it upfield. Out to right. Oh, there we go. Nice play, Derek Thomas, and that was a beautiful play. And he had sense enough to get upfield, Coach. What about that?
Absolutely. It was a really good play. I thought both of them ran post, and one of them ran an out, and Enterprise kind of was playing the inside post, and then he did a good job of catching it, like you said, and tucking it up and getting us some yardage. So it was a really good football play. You know,
you take that and you got a little momentum and you're working the sideline, and just to know where that marker is was a nice play by Derek Thomas on that play.
I tell you, we're looking sharp now. If we can just take it on down here and don't just keep moving the chain. Don't try to do anything fancy.
Here we go. All right, he's going to hand off to Mims up the middle with some daylight. Mims across the 40 down to about the 37, Coach. You know, he's a hard runner.
Oh, yeah, and Mims is tough now. I'm telling you, he played for the Mendhams a long time ago, back when Ronnie was alive, and I remember Ronnie talking about Mims, how tough he was, and that faked the speed sweep to him and just handed it to him on a straight dive, basically.
Yeah, and he's good. He's a good size runner. You know, 5'11", 205, got good speed, but like you said, tough as nails.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of difference. Now they're in a 3 front, and playing a 3-5 and 5 across and 2 deep. So they're playing the pass now. And
the thing about this is they're going to send a couple of them. Mims off left tackle. He's going to cross the 35, running hard down to the 30 and all the way down to the 26-yard line, Coach. And that was a good play.
Yeah, they were playing the pass then. They had three men up front with 5 across, what I call with 2 deep. So Mims got the ball in a little slash and run there and got a couple of blocks and looked real good. So it gives them a first down.
Well, you know, and I think what Enterprise is thinking, if we'll do that and disguise some of this on defense, but the problem is Chitty has no problem in putting that ball down and running it, and he's not a guy you want running an open field on you.
No, absolutely not.
And if you don't believe me, you know, apparently Tuberville saw some of that too.
Oh, yeah, he's already committed to Auburn, which is a good thing.
Great thing for this area.
I'm telling you, we need a SEC, 2 or 3 SEC guys every year come out of here. And trips again to the right.
All right, Chitty's back, looking to his left. We got a quick flag now. The coachman at the 20, but let's see, must have been at a.
Couldn't tell what it was.
Stop it. We're going to have a delay game.
He put it where the defense lined up off sides of the wide receiver moved. I don't know which one.
Let's see what we got here. Good ball.
The wide receiver must have been in motion.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to be in motion if you look at the ball. Right. You're not supposed to be going in motion, but that's the first negative play we've had in the last several. We really looked good. Well, Enterprise went back to 4 front again, playing the run again, and then what he did, he got in trips on one side and put Coachman man to man on this other side over here, and did a good job of throwing it to him. Of course, we had a penalty before it got there, so it makes 1st and 15.
1st and 15 at the 31, and I feel confident when I see Coachman one-on-one. I got a feeling their defensive back there, McGowan, at safety, is going to keep his eye on Coachman, even if you got trips on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. Now, and 2 receivers are each side again, and back in the gun still.
Chitty takes a snap. He's looking. Got a blitz coming in, but see, he steps up. He's going to go across the 30, 25, 20, and tiptoes out of bounds at about. They're going to give him the 15. Now, Coach, I'm going to call it fair as I see it. I'm going to go with what the ref says. I thought he was out of the 18, but you know what? The man with the stripes said the 15, and we'll take it.
Well, we're not down there. Did a good job. He pulled the ball down. They had a blitz on then.
That's right.
They came with a blitz, and he pulled it down and took off. And, of course, that makes Chitty dangerous. If I'm going to blitz, I'm going to cover every hole with him. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to leave something wide open and let him run, and that was a mistake they made. So that was another good play, another first down for Northview on the 15-yard line. Need to get it in, Jimbo.
Absolutely.
One play at a time.
6-11 in the first quarter. Go ahead and get a scoreless, even it up, and we'll go from there. And of course, Chitty with his favorite man, Mims, in the backfield. Going to hand it off on the inside back to Thomas. And tell you what, Thomas was met by the safety, McGowan, right there. It's a nice play by Enterprise safety McGowan on Thomas. He read that all the way.
Yeah, they faked the zone play or dive play and gave it to Thomas coming back around. And I didn't see a trap or anything. It looked like some type of man play, but I don't know exactly what it was.
Whatever it is, we may put that on the shelf till after the half.
But they played the run that play. Enterprise is guessing with us. And that was the run. They had that on the line of scrimmage, so now they're playing the pass again.
2nd and 11, and Chitty's got his best blocker in the backfield, Mims. Going to hand it off Mims, the right side, who cuts back down to about the 15, so he's going to get that back. So we're going to have 3rd and about 9.5, Coach.
Yeah, well, they played the pass in, but didn't block like we should have up front, and makes it 3rd and 9. And good call by the coach. He's guessing with Enterprise, trying to. I don't know if they're checking any or not, but Enterprise gets in a 3 front. They're basically in a pass defense. They get in a 4 front. They're in a run defense. And so And now back in a 3 front again.
And when they get in that 3, they don't mind bringing 2 or 3 linebackers from whatever. So we know that's what we're going to try to do, mix us up on some of that blocking scheme.
3-5 is what I call it.
All right, and Chitty's going to draw back, and he's looking. Got all day. Nice job blocking. Oh, he tried to thread it there, Coach. A lot of white jerseys and only coachman, and that was going to be tough. Just glad we still got the ball.
Yeah. I don't know if he shouldn't have pulled it down then. He had it been there a long time. He might ought to sprint it out and bite into some time and get the receiver come back to him and do some things to.
Right.
He kind of didn't panic at all, but he just thought he could get it in there. So it makes it 4th down, and we really need to get this first down.
Nice blocking by that Northview front. You got Wiggum and Tunstall and Lulliver and Salter and Hatcher up there.
All of them.
And they did a nice job. And we got some beef up there, but that was a nice job. So we're going to go for it on 4th and 10, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
From where you are.
I don't think they're
unless we're going to try to draw them, but I don't imagine that.
They've been back in a two receiver on
All
each
right,
side.
Chitty's back, looking. He's going to throw it to Coachman. Double coverage. Unbelievable. Oh!
Yeah.
They're going to call a touchdown, Coach. He came down with it.
Yeah, how about that?
He came down with it. He didn't hold it long, but he held it long enough.
Yeah, well, it was a great catch. Great catch.
Double coverage.
He came down. The ground can't cause a fumble. I think he pulled it in. He fumbled the ball, or he didn't fumble the ball. He let loose of the ball, but the ground can't cause it, so automatic touchdown. Good job. Good call by the referee, I thought.
Pure athleticism. Yeah. He went up, and quite frankly, that's what he did. He just won the battle. It was double
all he did was run a fly pass, free safety, rotated over. It was just man on man, just a great play. It really wasn't a play. It really wasn't a throw I would have thrown.
And there wasn't a whole lot extra that Enterprise could have done on that coverage other than actually get a hand on the ball.
That's right.
All right, and Cone to kick it tonight on the extra point. We didn't expect that, but you know what? It's okay, and we're all knotted up at 7 with 4:45 left in the first. Rip Hughes Stadium, Knowledge Field, 4:45 in the first quarter. We'll take a break. All right, Coach, here we are back, 4:45 in the first quarter. You know, Northview overcomes some adversity, and what's the first thing they do? March it right down the field, 4th and 10 for the 15, and punch it in, and we're all knotted at 7.
They run up there and fake the short kick every time, and I don't know if they've done it all year long. Anyway, they're kicking off.
They have, although they did go short with one. But anyway, we're going to kick it short, and he just basically, number 4, just downed it. Probably a pretty good play for Enterprise. Not a guy that normally runs it, kind of a heads-up play. And that would be Jacob Fox for Enterprise, who said, "Oh, look, I don't normally run these back. I block. I'm just going to hold it and let my offense on the field."
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't see the fair catch. Did you see the fair catch?
I didn't see the fair catch, but
he took
at the same time, no, but I think they gave it to him based on what they thought his intentions were, Coach.
You can't do that, but that's okay.
I know.
That's okay. Anyway, it's first down and 10 Enterprise on the 24, and Northview on defense, and now they need to have a good series on defense. They need to play hard.
They do. And, of course, this running back they've got, Hart is a good running back, and he's a good hard bruiser. And, of course, Gray as a quarterback's a good man. So, first thing he's going to do is sprint out to his left, looking, got the tight end open. He's going to be across the 40 to the 45 to the 50, down to the 40, and Northview's going to run him down at about the 36-yard line, Coach. He came out of coverage, and, just tell us about it.
Well, the quarterback sprinted out. It looks like the strong safety on that side came up to get the quarterback instead of staying in his zone, and when he did, the end's supposed to contain that on that side, and he didn't do it, and the strong safety ended up doing it for him, and then he let the man loose, and it was a bootleg. It was a quarterback bootleg, and so
and as soon as that quarterback played it well. As soon as he saw him commit,
he knew
he was open, and they executed. All right, well, that's okay.
Yeah, well, sometimes you get a little out of place on some things. You usually can play like that. It happens one time in a ball game.
Right. All right, Gray's going to take it back from the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself off the left side, and he's going to get down to about the 31-yard line. It had a nice hole over there, Coach.
Yeah, that time it was just a zone play. The quarterback read the backside and pulled it down and came on with it. And we just seem to be a little out of sync right now. I need to settle down on defense a little bit and do their job, stay at home and do their jobs.
Yeah, we got obviously we're not lacking for talent up here. We just need to get our understanding down right here. Yeah. All right. Gray's going to take it and hand it off to Hart over the left side. Hart breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle across the 15, and we finally push him out at about the 12, Coach, but tough running there.
Just a straight lead play, just a straight dive, lead, power play. Old-timey thing Coach Bacon used to do a long time ago in a way. And we just didn't do a good job of playing it.
Well, that time again, it looks like they had him stop, but I mean, this guy's a big bruising back, so you got to hit him and lock up solid on him. You're not going to
wait for somebody to come help you.
Well, and for the Cougars right now, we got Michael Mitchell coming out. Looks like he might be just a touch banged up. Mitchell, senior on that defensive line. So we need to strap it on. Looks like he's going to be fine. They want to attach him. All right, that same play up the middle, and it looks like he's only going to get to the 10. Northview read that pretty well, but you do see how strong
he
Hart
faked the sweep and ran the counter trap back to this side. And they picked up about 15 yards the first or second play of the ball game. They had it, and so we did a good job of adjusting and stopping that play. Now it makes second long. Big play here.
Second 8, absolutely. Need to stop them up here because they've demonstrated their kicking game is nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, even a basic pro set with a gun with one back. It's what I call a pro set because they got to tie it in. Now they end up under the center.
He's going to roll out to his right. He's looking. Really nobody there. Nice play by the defense there, Coach.
Yeah,
everybody held their man, held their own, and once they knew he'd committed to the run, they took care of him.
Yeah, they settling down now. The last couple of plays, fundamentally staying playing sound and turning the quarterback back in, and the pursuit's going to catch up with him. And they did a good job of secondary of covering the play.
Yeah, they all stayed with their man in third and a solid 6 there, Coach.
That was a big play there, and this is a really big play here.
Of course, they got to get to the 2 for a first, and let's see what we do with. All right. Check off again. We'll see what Gray goes with. Hands off to Hart over the right to 5 and into the end zone. Just about a hole, and we didn't seal that hole.
No, ran a zone play, and we just didn't do a good job of defensive lineman, and the linebacker didn't feel there and made it too easy.
And of course, with 2:05 left in the first quarter, that'll put Enterprise on with their second score. 13-0 and 13-7, and of course looks like what will be for them will be a interesting time all night as the extra point as David Kober comes in to kick, and that one looked a lot better, Coach, and it's good. So with timeout on the field, 2:05 left in the first quarter, score is Enterprise 14, Northview 7, and Coach. We may be in one of those show guns, those running guns all night long. It may be last team with the ball if we keep it up.
Absolutely. Well, looks like to me we're just a little out of sync for some reason. I don't know what the reason is, but we're just not where we need to be in positioning. Linebackers got to field, defensive linemen got to play, and I don't know what they had. Might have had a stun on that play. I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
But it's not like we don't see it's not like we don't practice against one of these check-off type offenses. So that something like that shouldn't be any effect on us.
No, it's not that.
All right. Well, the Cougars are going to get a chance to go back on offense, and of course we're going to see what we can put together. We showed a nice drive on that second drive of the game there once we settled down, and of course we're going to have Teague and Henderson as your primary guys back, and let's see what we got happening here.
We need to return this one again. Maybe Henderson will break another one here and get it going.
And of course, the other guy back who's been showing not a lot of nice promise of freshmen is Brandon Burks on that far side. And looks like it is going to go to Henderson again, who takes it at the 20. He's got a pile, go to 25, going to kick out to the right. Looks like the ball is on the ground, Coach, and looks like the Wildcats have got it. And that's what they're signaling at the 23-yard line, Coach.
One thing you don't ever do is fumble a kickoff return because that gives you double momentum.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I preach that all the time. You just don't fumble a kickoff. You put both hands on it and you go down, and you just don't make that mistake because it gives them. They just scored, so what I call double momentum. They really makes it hard on everybody when you do that.
Absolutely. Hey, better than an onside kick because your field position is about 30
exactly
yards
right.
better.
I just think that's a big fundamental error there.
All right. Well, what we're going to need here is we're going to need the Northview defense is going to have to stiffen up right here, and they're going to need to have to take care of some business right here. They need to stop them. Obviously, a turnover would be great, but we need to stop them right here.
Yeah, this is a really big series.
All right, and he's going to roll out to his left. He's looking no good, incomplete. Gray tried to get the ball over there to Frazier out on that side and just threw too hard.
Just quarterback sprinted out and just threw a quick out to him, and we had pretty doggone good coverage.
Yeah, it's which is kind of interesting to me. Now, you know, I'm sitting here watching this game, and I'm saying, why wouldn't you run hard again until we can stop that? But, hey, that's okay. None of their coaches up here listening to us, are they?
No, we're not the coaches, so that's probably why we're up here, I reckon.
Well, now I know that's why I'm up here, Coach.
Yeah, me too. My days are.
All right, 2nd and 10, and there we go. He fakes it. He fakes it to Hart. He's off to his right. Oh, my goodness. Nice play over to Frazier, who's down at the 5, and they're going to call him down at about the half-yard line, Coach. You know, we had 2 DBs right there on him. It's very unfortunate trying to play the ball and maybe not play him, but go ahead, Coach.
Well, you got to play the ball and the man, and that's not what happened when people are driving like this. And then we missed a tackle. Somebody came over and missed a tackle, and just making too many little fundamental errors.
That's right.
Here. It's not anything to do with. It's not Enterprise doing so good. It doesn't look like we're doing that good.
All right. Let's see. Quarterback sneak, and he didn't have but about an inch, and he got in, Coach. So Gray with a quarterback sneak with 1:24 left in the first quarter is going to make it 20-7 Enterprise with the extra point on the way here in just a minute, Coach.
Well, it's kind of a disappointing start, 21-7, but that doesn't 20-7, and that doesn't mean it's all over. We can score in a hurry, and we just need to, like I said, settle this thing down somehow. I don't know how we get momentum. It just keeps powering on us.
All right, and the extra point is good. And again, with 1:24 left in the first quarter, the score is Enterprise 21, Northview 7. Of course, we're here at Ripview Stadium, Nology Field. And, I tell you, you're right. Now, again, that's one good thing about the offense that the Cougars run, Coach. You're not ever out of it. At this point, there's a long way from it, and we can score. We've shown that all year long. So
they come back on people. They just got to, they just make it easy for people, it looks like. This is one of those years where they don't do things and make it hard on themselves.
Well, one thing you don't ever want to do is we don't ever want to spot anybody any points because you give them some confidence and you give them some momentum. And
that's right.
And that's okay. So I see that Coach White, Coach Parrish down there got the grease board out, and I believe they're going to see about making some adjustments right now. And that's what you got to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, they're coaching away. I tell you what, Northview's got some really good coaches. I've been around them a good bit this year, and I really have enjoyed being around them. They're outstanding. They put a lot into this program, and
well, and the other thing too, Coach, they're good on the field, but they're also good around the school as well.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I've spent enough time over at the school that they're involved, just like Snell and Meggs and Lewis and that whole group as well as the staff as well. So they got a good team over there. All right, this time it's going to be Teague who's across the 20. 25, and he's going to get out to about the 30-yard line there, and that was Jordan Teague returning the ball.
Yeah.
So Cougars are going to go 1st and 10 from the 30.
Well, we've given them 2 quick scores, so it really ought to be 7-7 right now. And they've had one drive, and we've had it 2 times and driven one of them down for a touchdown, so we need to take another one down there and just stay in the ball game.
And I think it's important right now for the offense to do that, stay on the field for a little while. Let's let Coach Parrish and White down there make some adjustments. I see Coach Griffin in there as well, and let's get everybody settled down and let's get ready to play some ball, put a score on here, and be 1 score away.
Oh, yeah, now back in 2-by-2, 2 receivers on each side with a gun, and, of course, BJ's back there in the back. And
he's going to bring Cone in motion. He's going to hand off. We're going to go with a reverse. Nice little block. Derek Thomas across the 30. Wasn't bad. We just didn't pick up any yardage on it, Coach.
No, a really pretty play. We fooled them for a minute or two and didn't look like we had any blocking on the corner.
Right. Seemed like we're just a little deep there by the time we got to the corner. That Enterprise pursuit was able to make it over. But that's okay. We'll be 2nd and 9 and gives them something else to think about down the stretch.
Yeah. Just a good job of running the reverse. Handed off on a speed sweep, I call it, and handed it back around. Back in 2-by-2 again with 2 receivers on each side.
Mims in the backfield. We got a flag. Let's see. I don't know what we got here, but unless we got to line up in the neutral zone or something. Let's see. We'll let them call it. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
that's what he did, lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah. In high school football, you can't be in the neutral zone.
Right.
In college you can jump over and come back as long as you don't draw somebody off. But in high school, if you line up in the neutral zone, it's an automatic 5-yard penalty. And so that's what happened with Enterprise. It wasn't they jumped, they just lined up in the neutral zone.
Well, we'll take that. We'll make it a second and about 4, and Chitty with Mims in the backfield and backfield, not the backfield, backfield and twins each side. And let's see what Chitty has up his sleeve as Coach Seaman signals in the plays to him.
They're in the 3-5 across, and
looking up, maybe showing a little blitz here. Chitty back. They do send them both. Throws it deep. Coachman, he's got Coachman open just a little over his fingertips at about the 27, Coach, but Coachman had a step on him.
Yeah, I thought he reached a little too soon for that. He did a good job of hustling down there and everything. I thought Coachman threw his arms up a little too quick, maybe a step or two long with his arms moving, and just threw it up there. He reached a little too fast, but did a good job. I mean, he's a great athlete and great throw and catch, just not quite there.
Absolutely, and of course it's pretty obvious. That's why the Cougars want both Chitty and Coachman on there as skill players at all times.
Oh, yeah.
And, there's another example.
Oh yeah, back in a 2-by-2, second and third and about 4. Big first down here.
Need to pick up the first here as we wind down on the first quarter here at Riverview Stadium, Nology Field. We had a little movement over here. Chitty's going to hand off to Mims. Had a hole over here on the left side, but going to bring it back. Had a little jump over here on the left side, Coach.
Yeah. Well, had a good play call, and like I said, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're just not. It's not stuff like that. This late in the season, we don't need to be moving and get the doggone thing. Get the first down. I think they've lost a little confidence in themselves. It looks like they. Third and about 8.
Will be third and a long 8. Really, quite
9,
frankly, about 9. Third and about. We'll get it 8.8. Third and 8.8. The nice thing with the offense, the Cougars run the way they run that. These plays are not a stretch for them, so that's nice. All right, we're gonna have him split twins both sides. As he's back, he's looking, and he's gonna run. He's got some daylight. He's gonna cross the 35, cross the 40. He's got a first down and out at the 45. Nice run by B.J. Chitty.
Real good run. He had the receivers pretty well covered on there. Look at a deep flag pattern on one of them, and he was fixing to cut, and B.J., instead of waiting on him to cut, saw that he could run and took off. Did a really good job there.
But he had his block, and he just said which way's my lineman going to push him, and he played off of it. And a lot of daylight when you have that much time.
Absolutely. Pretty run. Tell you, got to let the athlete take over sometimes. Just play football. And Enterprise is back in the forefront. They're moving it around 4 and 5 every time.
All right, we're going to send him in motion. Chitty fakes it to Mims. Now he's going to pitch out to Teague. Ball's on the ground. Get on it. Oh, unbelievable. 38 picks it up, and he's going to be run down by Kendall George. That's just again, self-destruction, Coach.
Yeah. Had a drive going and run an option and fumble the ball.
All right, and here we are into the first quarter. That's going to wrap up the first quarter here at Riverview Stadium, Nology Field, and the score at the end of the first quarter, Enterprise 21, Northview 7.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, here we go. First play of the second quarter, Coach. Gray's going to take the ball. He's going to come off to his left side. Good pursuit. That was Shirley over there. Nice play by Shirley over there on the left side.
Craig Shirley did a really good job there of coming off and making the play.
It's only going to pick up about 2 there.
Yeah.
Second about 8.
Now they really, really need to stop them.
This is critical.
28 would be tough to overcome. You can do it, and Northview's done it before, but sure put yourself in a hole. Good first play, and then you play one play at a time and stop them and not try to get anything. Don't panic. Just get down there and play them hard.
All right, Gray's going to take the center, and he's going to roll out to his right. He's got his tight end open again, and pursuit. We're going to take him down at the 5, but that's going to be another first down and give him a first and goal from the 5, Coach.
Pass is complete to Bill Butler. Tackle made by Cameron Dale. First and goal at the 5.
They've had some success with that rollout and catching the tight end.
All that was just a tight end in the flats, and then safety or somebody didn't cover the flats or didn't cover the man, and so we're just not, like I said, we're not in sync. It's just one guy every time making a mistake, it seems like.
All right, well, Looks like we got a mass down at about the 1.
Yeah.
Hand off to their big running back, Hart. And
just a dive play, straight dive play. Did a good job.
I take that up. That was Blaine facing their number 20, who was the other one. But anyway, nonetheless, second goal at about the 1.5. Well, looks like the Cougars jumped on that one, Coach.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
You just,
You know, and so far this year, we've had a little trouble this season, on the road, but we've been strong here at the house. So
yeah.
Again, let's just see if we can try to keep this.
They're trying a little. I'm not saying they're trying too hard, but they just need to settle down and play football.
Yeah.
They just act like they don't know what they're doing, and I know they do.
All right, Gray's going to hand it to Hart to get off the right side, and he's in for a score. So with 10 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter, that's going to take the score up to Enterprise 27 with the extra point waiting in Northview Cougars 7.
Well, still, you're still basically 3 plays away.
Yeah,
it's not sound like how you ought to sound, but they're 3 plays away from tying it up.
Well, the Cougars again obviously can be a big play offense. Let's just make sure but they got to come back and they're going to have to stop them on defense. And of course, extra point is up and good. And so with 10-10 left in the second quarter, again the score: Enterprise 28, Northview 7. All right, Coach. Well, here's the deal. Need a big play, but more than that, we need a drive. We got to get points on this drive, and they're going to kick it kind of a short one. And let's see who's going to. Well, somebody's got to get on it. Okay.
Well, they're all trying to grab it. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, that ball was taken by Terrion Williams, a junior, and of course for a minute there, like you said, I think everybody else was expecting somebody else to get it. But nonetheless, we're going to start out at the 27-yard line. And it's imperative that we get some points out of this drive, Coach.
Absolutely. They need to take this down there. Like I said, they're 3 plays away, and they just need to move the chain and not try to panic. And they need to get a touchdown before half and keep it within reach, and they can still win this ball game.
Well, that's got to be right now. If you back up and you set an interim goal, the goal's got to be let's go in the half, no more than 2 scores down.
Yeah, exactly. That's
all right. We're going to get it started right here. Chitty's going to roll out to his right. Nice block by Mims, and there he goes. He's across the 30 and across the 35. So Chitty is going to pick up about 8.5 on the play.
Well, nearly spearing there. Hit him in the back of the neck, but anyway, that's okay. Second about 1.
Yeah, second a long. Second and about a long 1.
He just did a sprint out there, and looks like he was going to throw the ball, but I think it was more of just a quarterback keep. Sprint out and just turn it up and get what he got and that's
not so sure if you don't have it open, you don't let him spread them out and just let Chitty say, hey, you're going to be tired when the night's over, my friend, but for now, let's run.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, he can play off the block. If Mims is back there with him to seal somebody off, then that's what your opportunity is. There he goes, up the middle again. He's across the 40 to the 45 and right out of midfield, and there you go. He's clipping off. There's another 14 yards there, Coach.
Yeah, good job. Did all his quarterback draw then, just a straight quarterback draw. Did a really good job.
Very, very hard to run into trouble. You don't have an exchange. You don't put the ball in the air. That's right. As long as they're going to give it to you, that's it.
Yeah, let him go. Now when 3 receivers to one side and trips to one side with Coachman to the other side.
Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll get Enterprise starting to cheat up a little bit, and we'll get some man coverage on these receivers, and maybe that's going to be the option. Looks like Chitty's going to take the ball, going to have a blitz coming off the side. They pick it up. Okay, Chitty's going to roll out. He's going to take it in across the 50 down to the 45, so he's going to pick up about another 5 yards there, Coach.
Good job. He had the flare pass out here to one side, and it looked like the Enterprise had it covered. So he pulled it down, and then he turned around and had somebody coming at him, and he juked him and was gone and picked up about 5. So he did a great job of ad-libbing a play there.
And that's right, second and 5, and it's 8:27, and that's what we need to do. We need to use some clock up. We need to keep the ball on offense and work it down here, and let's get a score. So We're going to see it again with twins both sides, and Chitty looks to Coach Seaman on the sideline, takes a snap, coming off pitch out over here to Mims across the 40 down to the 35, and a nice run down about the 33-yard line, Coach.
That's a real good job. It's just a straight option. It's just a straight, what I call a lead option or a no dive option where the back just follows down the line. You know, Alabama made that famous a few years ago with Franconi. That's what his play was.
Right.
Of course, he reversed out a lot, but we ran that play a lot when you played. It just didn't. We did it from the eye more than we did anything else.
I think I covered it about that well too, Coach.
No, you didn't, Jimbo.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for the Cougars at the 34, and we're getting down here close enough to knock on the door. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to bring Thomas in motion. Going to hand off to him around the left. He cuts across 35 and runs hard across the 30 down to about. But they're going to give him right at the 30, Coach.
Well, that's a good job. It's just a speed sweep. He goes in motion, gives it. Speed sweep means that he's not going to pitch it to him, just hand it to him and try to get around the end. And Enterprise End did a good job of turning it back in, but he turned it in and got about 5 yards out of it. And that's a real good play. That's the kind of a special play from the gun that people like to run, because it's hard for the defensive end to contain because it's so fast past him. They get the ball so quick.
And Thomas has got some size, 6 feet, 190, and
yeah,
says he runs about a 4.5.
He's a good athlete. No
All right, back to Chitty. He's going to fake it to Mims, roll out to his right. He's looking, and there he goes. There we go. There was a nice play down to first down yardage, down to the 21 over there. And Kendall George, the senior, pulls that one in at the 21-yard line, and we'll move the chains, Coach.
Just an out pattern. They've looks like to me they have that out pattern all day long. They can throw that thing all day. They're playing way off of them, giving them both all the outs, and doing a good job of play calling, first down.
Well, when you play defense and the guy runs it 3 or 4 times, the natural tendency is to want to cheat up, and then, of course, what the Cougars have done, come back and run some other plays. So, we should have some, and we got good receivers, so we ought to have somebody ought to be able to get open if they start going man. I'll take ours man-to-man on just about anybody back there. All right, let's see what Chitty as he takes it from the sideline. Takes a snap, got some extra pressure, but he moves away from it. Chitty's going to go across the 20 and going to go down at about the 16-yard line. He's going to pick up about 5. All right, BJ, there you go. Jump on up. Everything's fine.
He's all right. He just pulled it. Did a good job of pulling the ball down. They ran a blitz in. Enterprise bring both outside linebackers, and he saw that he didn't have enough time to throw it, and he just pulled it down. That's what's so dangerous about him.
That's exactly right.
He'll go.
And I believe that's an offense we can run all night if we can just gel a little bit on defense. And again, while we're watching the play out there, you can see the defensive coaches are they got everybody's full attention, Coach.
Yeah, they're working hard. I'm telling you, they're great coaches at Northview. They work really hard at what they're doing.
All right, Chitty is going to run that same play, pitch it to Mims. Mims is coming up across the 15, makes a little move inside to the 10, across to the 5, rambling down to the 3-yard line, Coach. Matt Mims.
Good job. That's the lead option back to the other side, and old Mims got hit on about the 6 and turned it in and got 3 more. And I tell you what, he's tough nut now.
Looks like Mims is coming out. Looks like he's holding his hand, or he's pulled his glove off.
Shoes
okay,
off.
Good. Thank you. Good. I didn't know what he had in his hand. I was hoping that wasn't his glove, and I was hoping that wasn't the rest of his hand he was holding.
That was his shoe.
All right.
You ain't gonna hurt Mims.
Yeah, I'm like you. I mean, that guy's tough as they come.
I'm telling you.
All right, here we go. First and goal from the 3-yard line, and we're going to bring, this is kind of interesting, we're going to bring Brandon Brooks, a freshman who is absolutely fast as lightning. We're going to bring him in the backfield with Chitty. Down, they're going to hand it off to Brooks. Brooks is going to looking for a daylight, and he's going to get down to about the 1.5. So we'll be second and goal from about just inside the 2, Coach.
Yeah, good job. Brooks is a really good athlete. He has a lot of quickness and speed, and a 9th grader, and does a really good job.
Seen him make a couple of catches this year and do some things that you got to say, hey, I'm excited to have a 9th grader playing that way.
Yeah, Mims is back in there.
There we go. I think we're going to see a power set here of some nature, and the main reason is I think you got Allman in. Allman is prone to come in these situations, and he weighs in, Coach. Let's see what Allman weighs. I know one thing. He doesn't order singles when he goes to Wendy's. There you go.
Good job.
All right.
No.
We hand off to Mims up the middle, and there you go. Touchdown, Northview, and that's what we needed, Coach.
Yeah, exactly.
With 4:40 left in the second quarter, we're going to bring this thing back within 14. 28-13 at the moment with the kick ensuing with Ryan Alice going to come out here and tee it up and punch it over, I hope.
So now we're down to 2 plays that we have to have. So makes a lot of difference.
I like that play call in that time, Coach. We got all this, it seems like we got all our itchiness out of us. And that time, we were very methodical all the way down.
That's
mixed
what
it
it
up,
takes.
kept them off balance the whole time. Every play we ran, clipping for no less than 5 yards a clip.
We just need to kick this one and stop them.
Exactly right. All right, holds down. Alice kick is up and
Right
good.
in the middle.
And hit the PA system. That's good for a point. So with 4:40 left in the second quarter, now the score is Enterprise 28, Northview Cougars 14.
Well, the scoreboard guy's having a hard time. He's trying to. He got. What he ought to do is put one guy out there and one guy here. And
here we go. And what we've been talking about this. One good thing, I guess, if you're going to do this, you do this little short play every time, and at some point when they got to look at it, and at some point you're going to kick it, and they're going to say 30 times you do it.
Yeah, one time.
And at least you're not doing it. I guess the thing is you're not showing anything different when you do decide to go for it. All right. Let's see what the Cougars, and he's going to kick it kind of a short one to about the 35. Pick it, and the Cougars just swarm him over at the 40. So once they finally blow the whistle off the rugby scrum, I think they let that play a little long, Coach. We moved him back 6 yards with a big pile, but nonetheless, I guess the beauty of that, since they didn't blow the whistle, well, now they're going to give him progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got it to the 40. I think he meant to kick it a little further than that. A little higher, and he just kind of missed it.
Well, that's our young kicker there, and he does a nice job. And
sure does.
We're going to tee it up with 4:28, Coach. 4:28 left here in this quarter. The key for the Cougars is short and sweet. Stop.
Yeah, they need to put a halt to it. I think we can get another scoring for half.
Well, let me tell you, we get the ball. I love our 2 minutes offense as good as I do anybody in this region. All right, and that's what they're going to play as they pitch back to Hart across the 40. He's going to get over across the 45 out to about the 47. But that's okay. About the 48, so it's clipped about 8 yards.
Brandon Hart on the carry. He is stopped by Michael Mitchell.
Yeah, we're just not, just a basic sweep play then. We ought to turn that thing back in. 2 linebackers ought to have been in his mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not really getting after
him. Yeah, we got to do something. It looks like that Enterprise offensive line is about what you typically expect. A bunch of big guys always, but if you got speed, you got to come around and fix that with your speed.
you got to come after them. I just don't think we're
really going to see him running. We'll see. All right, he trips coming out. He hands off to Hart again, who's really just kind of stacked up at the 50. Matter of fact, where they spotted, he's probably going to be short, Coach.
Yeah, looks like it.
He's going to be short. Nice play by that defense. Almond and Mitchell and those guys, all of them, Cameron Dale, all in there. And it's going to be 3rd and short, which is good. Clock down to 3:30 here at the half.
According to what I see, he didn't get it.
He didn't get it where they're giving him the spot. Yeah, it's going to be third and about a foot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that much. Maybe 3rd. You're right. Yeah, you're about a foot. You're right. Big play here now. Maybe they'll fumble the thing. Or.
Yeah, and you got 3 minutes left, and not that we're playing conservative, but if they're just content to kind of run the clock out, I think right now we're kind of content to let them run it out.
Yeah, well, they just need to shut it down.
So we're going to see. They're lining up kind of a power formation. Let's see if they got anything, if they're gutty enough to try anything crazy here. Had to call timeout because the play clock was winding down with 2:46 left in the second quarter. Wildcats took a timeout. They were down to 3 seconds on the play stock.
Got a headache in here somewhere tonight.
All right, here we go. 3rd and inches, Coach. They got a power set. Let's see if they try to just sneak it, and they do. And he's going to pick up about 1.5 yards first down, but that's okay. All right, down to about the 48, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't have made another exchange there either.
Yeah, just quarterback sneak, and lineman's got to get up under that. They got to get up lower than they are, and they let them get up on top, up under them,
well, let's see what Enterprise has got up. You got a 14-point lead, 2:36. Don't want to do anything crazy, but let's see if they got any inklings of maybe trying something out long or doing a little something. Points right here, and the answer's no. Little inside handoff there, and the Cougars read that one on that play inside, Coach. No gain, basically.
That's the play they ran early in the ball game. They run it to the right every time. They ran it to the left and picked up big yardage. They run it to the right 2 times since then and not got anything. So I think the Enterprise coach forgot where he made it from a minute ago. But
yeah, but the clock's running. We're down to 2 minutes left. So as long as we just play good, solid defense, we're going to go into half and be able to regroup, even having about as bad of a first half defensively as you could have.
Yeah.
All right. checking off, clock running at 1:47 and counting. All right, he fakes it out to Hart. He's looking. He throws it to that tight end again. We're going to come up and take him out of bounds at the 39. But same play there, Coach. That tight end.
Just tight end running an out pattern. I can't understand why. Anyway, pattern running an out pattern and needs to get on him. He's just a tight end to the right side. All he's doing is just releasing out.
Well, and I was going to say the clock's still running, so I'm assuming they said his knee hit the ground before he went out of bounds, which is fine with 1:17 and running, 18 on the play clock. So, well, I think again, let the Northview come in, do a little group, get their legs back under them. They've scored enough to keep this thing in plenty of good shape, and there we go. All right, it's going to be a snap to Gray. Now we got to stop this guy. He's a good ball player across the 30 down to about the 28 with 56 seconds and counting, and it's going to be a first down.
Just a quarterback dive in, just a quarterback draw. Basically, they're taking a lead and keeping the ball. And this clock stopped. They need to hold them here. They don't need to let them score out full half.
No, we've got to do that. And we're going to get running again here with 54 and counting. And let's see, I feel like we'll see these running backs and the quarterback running with the ball. Well, there we go. He's going to throw the out pattern. All right, we bid on it, but he overthrew it, Coach. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. Frazier made the move, and we did take a bite in the DB, but we got a break because he overthrew him.
Yeah, Robert Henderson, number 4 there,
that's
just
right.
I don't know whether he slipped a little bit. I think that's what happened more than he.
Well, he's on the sideline, and I know one thing. He's got 3 different coaches talking to him about it, Coach.
He's chewing on him, so he probably made a mistake there.
Yeah.
I coached his dad. His dad was a cornerback for me. Cornerbacks, when you make a mistake, everybody sees it.
That's exactly right. You're exactly right. All right, and 41-5, so 2nd and 10. And let's see what Mr. Gray and Enterprise Wildcats are thinking about here. Drop back. He's going to look again, looking. Looks like a screen, but you know what? Nice play there by the Cougars. I tell you, there was Roderick Thomas did a nice job there, the senior. Played him all the way and took the tackle. Okay. 3rd down. Going to be 3rd to about 5, Coach. 3rd to about 8 with 30 seconds left. Now, if you're coaching Enterprise, let me hear what you'd do in this situation.
What I would do, I'd probably run that screen again a different way because I thought they had it set up. And or run a quick out to get a first down because really 30 seconds is a lot of time.
A lot of time. Maybe run that. You know, so far we hadn't stopped it. Maybe you turn around and run that same play to the tight end again on a rollout.
That's right.
Let him get out at about the 20 now. You know, they may have a different kicker.
You don't think at 30 seconds. Most high school coaches, what I see, over the years is they panic when they got 30 seconds, but they don't understand. In the pros and in college, you can run 5 plays.
Yeah, I was
going to say
you get 4 or 5 plays off if you run the right ones.
Yeah, so they need to just take it and just like we talked about a minute ago, just move the chain. That's all you got to do. Don't try to make a big play.
Now, and of course, if I'm Northview right now, I'm telling them, let's don't let anybody get behind you. Let's don't make mistakes. Keep those guys in front of you. And corners, watch out for that post or that flag route.
Yeah.
And don't let them get behind you.
Well, they're running. First time they run a twin side to one side. They're bringing 2 receivers to one side. We rotated out on him, so we're okay. But then they really got a trip set. That's what it basically got to. They overload one side.
Well, it looks like they're going to roll out and do it anyway. He's looking. That's going to be hard. Now he's broken field running, but you know what? Look at that. How about that? Nice play. Matt Mims down to a knee, but didn't move and went ahead and tackled him. Short of the first down, clock running, 18 seconds. They're going to take a timeout again. Fourth down, and Enterprise will take a timeout with 15 seconds left in the half and see what they can come up with 4th down.
They held us right down that. That's why they're getting around him. I reckon they're holding us every time. They need to stop that. Quarterback getting around the end because they're holding him.
Well, when you see this, you see these, if you Enterprise here, of course, we know what Northview needs to do. If you Enterprise here, Coach, do you take a shot at the end zone or do you just try to see if you can pick up a first down and then take a shot?
I'd probably go to get the first down again.
Yeah.
Because
they got plenty of time.
You figure give me 10 seconds, and then I can try one play in the end zone, and then I can, because I can't. How good my field goal kicker is?
Yeah, I hadn't seen. Well, he didn't show me anything on that first extra point.
If he's Van Tiffin, I'd kick the sucker.
Yeah. I don't think he's got a V or a T in his name, Coach, from what I can tell. So we'll see.
So I'd probably do another I just.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Sam Nichols, Principal Mr. Ron Snell, and Band Director Mr. Dean Barrow, we proudly present the Northview. Band Captain Chase 2, Head Majorette Melanie Clark, Color Guard Captain Caroline Barkley, Co-Captain Summer Krill and Ashley Garner. The band is under the field command of Drum Major Garrett Monica. Now join us as we lead you on a musical tour through the night with this show titled Night Watch.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, and here we go. Jim Lofton here with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish here at the as we get ready to start the third quarter. And Coach, you know, as we recap that first half, pretty interesting. You know, basically the Northview Cougars seemed to somewhat on defense. They just did some things in offense too, kind of self-destructed a little bit. But you know what? They're in it here at 28-14. They stiffened up a little at the end, showed they can play offense. You know, you're down by 2 scores, and that's where we are, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I thought they did a great job of coming back. They, we fumbled the second play. They took it in. We came back, and they stopped us. Then we kicked off to them. They took the drive down. Then they kicked off to us, and I'll be doggone if we didn't fumble again. They took that drive in. Then we took one in. Then it came back and kicked off to us again, and we fumbled that after a few, and we held them. Then we fumbled again. So we've given them 3 scores.
That's right. And here's the point. I think they at halftime, I dare say that Coach Harris and his staff said, "Boys, we can play with them. There's no question about it. But we just got to quit. We got to quit beating ourselves." And so that being the case, this is key. We need to come out, be stiff on defense, right out of the book, set the tone, get the ball, and do that. What we can't do is let them come down and run the balls down on us 3 or 4 times and score. And here we go. So we're going to start this third quarter here at Knowledge Field at Rip Hughes Stadium. And this is why you play them 60 minutes, Coach, not 30.
Yeah, got to play not over to the fat lady sings. And we've played good football. I think we hold them here, get a score in pretty quick. We're in really good shape.
All right, and here we go with the kickoff, and we're going to squib it anyway. Nice play by the Enterprise guy. I don't have his number at 45, so didn't have a lot of action on the ball. You always like that on a squib, but that was interesting. That's the first time we've done that this year.
Well, that was an onside kick, I thought, and they Enterprise did a good job of staying awake and got the ball. Of course, they got the ball about that far the last time, so it probably wasn't a bad thing to try.
That's right. Kind of. I hate to make the parallel, kind of like with Alabama. I mean, you either kick it away from Arenas and kick it short, or you kick it to him, and it's something like that. So there you go. But all right. Well, here we go. We're going to line up, and let's see what the Wildcats have done at the half and what kind of adjustments the Cougars have made.
They're back in the I formation with trips to one side, one back set.
And Gray is going to fake the ball, and he breaks loose of the tackle across the 50, and he's horse-collared down there at about the 46-yard line. Read it right, Coach. We just didn't quite get on him.
Not tackling. I mean, we got to get him down. I mean, we can't let him have big plays and in good position there. And things still on.
Yep, yeah, we're on. We're getting. We've.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, Coach, and here we go. It's the start of the fourth quarter here at Rip Hughes Stadium, Knowledge Field, and what we've got is a second long course for the Wildcats from their own 45. All right, we got a flag down. Let's see what we got happening over here.
They said, I don't know, I don't know. Somebody might have moved out there, but I don't think we got offside.
Hopefully we got movement. I'm looking to see. Well, he's coming this way. Let's see. False start.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's set
Wide
it back.
receiver must have moved out there.
Make it second and about 14 and a half. So let's replay that one.
Yeah.
See, it was interesting. It looked like the Wildcats are kind of content just to try to run the ball. If they can pick up some first downs, great. But they're thinking we can't do it. That's I hope that'll play right in our hands.
Yeah,
because
I think they're playing way too conservative.
Absolutely.
If we can just get the thing in the end zone, we're playing good enough offense. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot.
That's exactly right.
A yard here, yard there, and play here, play there. We're not but 2 plays away from tying this thing up.
All right, second and long, 14. See what the
They're going to run out of time here. It's down to 7 seconds, 6.
See what the Wildcats come out with. He's going to fake that handoff. Gray going to keep it himself. Now let's tackle, guys. All right, Gray's out across. All right, well, there was a nice tackle over there. Jordan Teague did make a nice tackle once he crossed the 45 at about the 4-17. So
he's turning the play. The end's turning the play back in. The linebacker's not feeling. I don't know where he is, but he's not feeling. I don't know what he's doing. And he's getting that little seam there. One of the linebackers got to fill that hole. So the play's being – he didn't get around our end then, so the inside-out pursuit's not there every time. So that's one of the things.
And a key play right here, Coach, with 11 minutes left, I mean, that's still an awful lot of time, but you know what? It was going to be key. We need to get this defense off the field. Play here. Stop them right here, and looks like we're going to do that. Let's bring a little pressure this time, see what we can do.
They're running the clock down every time. They're taking the time down to the last few seconds.
Absolutely.
Speed sweep.
All right, he's going to come back to the inside to stop him. Boy, it's going to be close, Coach. I'm telling you, that spot is going to be very close. Hart carried the ball and broke a tackle. And of course, Mims tackled him, but it was a little further downfield than we want. It's going to be very good. They may do a measurement, but they're not even going to measure. It's about a half yard, if that much. It may not even be a half yard, Coach.
Well,
it's a short one. Fourth and a short one.
They've done quarterback sneak every time. They went to the left last time. If I was the coach, I'd think quarterback sneak to the right.
Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and measure it just to make the coach happy.
Yeah.
I think we're doing that just to keep the Enterprise coach happy. They were raising Cain over there. I don't know. It'll be a little distant. I don't know if you saw the Florida Ole Miss game a few weeks ago. Urban Meyer talked him into a spot, and it wasn't even close originally, and they stopped the clock, and I thought, here it is, some home cooking, and I'll tell you straight up front, once they did that, they came back. The one good thing they did is go to the original spot. So instead of being fourth and about a half yard, they made it fourth and about 2. And, of course, remember, Florida didn't make it. But anyway, we got 4th and inches here.
Yeah.
We'll lay off the Florida Gators. There are a few fans in our area. Nope. But anyway, here it is, 4th and 1.
They ran quarterback sneak alternate side.
That's right.
This is probably to the right. Quarterback sneak to the right.
Okay.
That's where I'd be thinking of as a linebacker.
We need to get up there and be ready to – oh, they moved. They moved.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he throw the flag, Coach? He did. He threw the flag.
Yeah.
They moved.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Movement. The center actually moved, Coach. You see that?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that's one of those breaks we needed.
He went to the left.
Well, it's one of those breaks we needed. He did.
Yeah.
He did. We needed. That's a break we needed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I was too busy. You talking about the penalty? Did he actually make the? Would he have made it on that?
Yeah, he'd have made it.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Now they're going to come back and punt. So at least we got an opportunity. Who's going to go deep for Cougars?
Your #1 source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.